My name is Michael Meissner, and we're both from the EZTech program on the electrical side. So this is our capstone. I guess I'll let my partner introduce himself.
My name's Keaton Roberts.
So when we were thinking about what we wanted to do for our capstone project, we kind of wanted something that would be small and portable, but also would challenge us to push our abilities and use everything that we had learned. So what we ended up coming up with was like an electronic box. It's very similar to the Simon Says electrical game, the memory game. So a huge part of this was programming it. We expected that to be the main challenge, and it eventually did end up being the main challenge, but there was plenty of other things along the way to push ourselves with. So if you'd like to explain maybe one of the things you didn't expect to be difficult.
So these lights, they flash in a sequence, and that was the difficult part, keeping that random for each game's new and different as you play it.
So as we press these, the center button, we call it the selector button. One of these buttons will flash, and then you enter the correct sequence in, and then it will enter like a success phase almost, and then it'll let you go to the next round. And I guess we'll show a little bit of that right now. But so the green lit up. This means we got the right sequence in order. So if we press it, and then let's just say I get the next one wrong. This means we got it wrong, so we have to press the reset button. But when we were first making this, we had some issues with which lights would come up pretty often, so I'll pass it off.
So what it'll do, at first, one of the lights didn't even turn on. It'll just, the sequence that we had set up will just skip past it each time as it resets. As well as my personal favorite used to be that we hit this button, and we could just keep hitting it, and it'll send us past to the next round without actually winning that round.
You could skip all the way to the end. So there were some things that we weren't really expecting when we started making this that ended up making it a more interesting project than I think we both expected. This thing right here is the PLC, and that's where all the programming went. We used a program called MicroLogic 500, I believe, or 5000, pardon. We used ladder logic, which is part of the reason we had a hard time with the random number generation, since coming up with like some kind of mechanism to generate a random number 1 through 5 that associates with these lights was pretty difficult to make in ladder logic, whereas it might be like one line of code in another program. So that was a big endeavor.
And we did a bit over 80 lines of code that operates this.
It ends up being about 8 pages. It's a lot. Trying to keep everything straight and then add something else just makes it more and more confusing the further you get in. So that was a lot of fun.